So if you did from where the 3 was,
Okay, so what's the coordinate there?
would you just make it like a triangle, basically,
Yeah.
off the line?
Yeah. So pick the two spots.
0, 3,
Yeah.
and then 0 minus 2.
0. Not 0 minus 2. Minus 2 is the x.
Minus 2, 0.
Yeah. Okay. What's next?
Then do you then find out how many goes up to how many goes across, and then divide down?
Yeah. So it's like change in y over change in x.
Yeah.
Or second y minus first y. And that's over second x minus first x.
So you just do the second x is 3, and you minus 0. Then you do.
No. It's like so the first x is 0.
Mhm.
So it's like first x, first y, and then the others are second x, second y.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So you do the first y is 3, and the second y is 0. So 0 then take 3 gives you 3.
Now 0 take 3 gives you
0.
Minus 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you do minus 2 take 0.
Yeah. And so what do you get there?
So then you get minus 2 there.
Okay, so you've got minus 3 over minus 2.
So then that gives you minus 1. Well, it gives you 1.5, doesn't it?
Yeah, so the gradient would be 1.5 or 3 over 2 would be a simpler way than saying minus minus. 3 over 2. Okay, any questions about that?
No.
Okay, so it's basically how many up divided by how many across.
Okay.
0, 3. No. Hold on. Oh yeah, so that's 3 over 2. It's fine. That's correct. Okay, how do we do this?
So in isosceles triangle, they both have two sides to the same side.
Yeah.
So the point has to make those two sides equal, don't they?
Right. And L.
So LM is the shortest side.
Yeah.
So that's from L to M is the shortest block, which is 8 centimeters.
Right. Well, it's from 2 to 8.
37.
From 2 to 8?
6.
Yeah. Okay, how do we do the rest?
Well, have you got to find... So surely if they're both the side, it would have to be along the 5 axis. It would have to be along 5, because that's halfway in between.
Yeah.
And then it has to go up further than 6.
Yeah. So how far up will it go?
Up to 8.
Okay, you can go up to 10 if you wanted to go anything really. And it's actually very unlikely that you'll get one that's exactly 6 because it's a diagonal. That's it. Okay, any questions there? And to draw an isosceles, it's always going to be from the midpoint. You go straight up. So you just go from the midpoint straight up, and then make those two either side.
Okay.
Okay, how do we do this?
I don't know where P. Would you join the other things up first?
So that's not. Oh, that's always a good idea. So, A, B, C, P. So A, B, C, and then we need to make a kite. Any idea how we go with that?
So would P have to be level with B?
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
So if that, so would it? Is it just like? So it goes 2, 1, 2. So would it be 1 minus 1? Where P would go?
Yeah, that'd be fine. 1 minus 1. Yeah. And I think so long as it's 1 across, then it's fine. Like it could be 1 minus 2, 1 minus 3, 1 minus 4, and so on. Oh, what's this thing doing? Okay, and then how about the next one?
Is 1.
Oh yeah.
Minus 1 because we were going.
Yeah, and they told us to label it as the point P, and then we'd write 1 minus 1. Any questions there?
No.
Okay. Let's see. So 1 minus 1. Yeah. Okay. Find the midpoint.
G and H. Would you draw a line to make it easier?
Sure.
And then. So it's 8. Is it 8? 8 across, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or is it? Yeah. And then your midpoint would be 4.
4 across.
Yeah.
Okay. So from H is going to be 4 across, and how many up?
2.
So how many up is it from H to G? Hey, you're right, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4 across, and 2 up. So that's in there. Got it. Fine. And sorry, they wanted the coordinates.
Is 0, 1.
That's it. Okay, so that's geometry done. Now it's shape. How do we do this one?
Well, if you want to find out this, you need to the other end. So would you do 90 add 58?
Right. How much you get?
148.
Yeah.
And then you take that from 180.
Yeah.
So then that's 32. 2.
Yeah.
So then that's what that angle is.
Yeah.
So then to work out the other angle, do because don't know exactly what that is. I don't know how to.
So there are actually 3 triangles. There's the 2 little ones and then the one total one.
Yeah. Oh, so then there's 90 and then there's 37.
Yeah,
So then you add them together, don't you?
yeah.
So then that's 100. Yeah.
100 and what, sorry?
So then that's 127, and
Yeah.
then you have to take that from 100.
Yeah.
So then that gives you 53.
53.
Then that must mean that corner adds up to 53.
Yeah.
So then you do 53, take 32.
Yeah.
So then that gives you 21.
Yep. And that's it?
Yeah.
And that's it, yeah, that's X. Yeah, so there's actually 3 triangles in total. So the 2 little ones and then the one total one. And you can use that to get like the sum of those 2 parts and then just do one minus the other. Okay, how do you tessellate a shape?
Is it to no, actually no. I don't know.
So it means you have to put it. Maybe I'll pick an easier one if I have one. I don't think I have an easier one right away, do I? No. You have to use only that shape and fill in all the blanks. So see how it goes like one up and then one diagonal?
Yeah.
So that'll be like one up, one diagonal, and then it goes 2 across. Then it goes 1 in this way. So you have to keep drawing that shape and make no gaps. Sorry,
Oh, okay.
so
You have to do that 6 times.
yeah. So you have to draw 6 of these shapes. Sorry, I think after this I'll have to restart my laptop because it's a bit glitchy. So that is like that. Okay, and that goes there. And okay, so there I've drawn the shape again. So that's 1.
Then you just do that again.
And you just do that again. So that's called a tessellation, and it can go any way. So not just straight across, but we could do it upside down if we wanted. So we could do one up here, going that way. All right, it's not letting me draw lines very well, so it's a bit annoying. Okay, how do we do this?
So you do 40 over 360
Yeah.
and then times that by 100.
Yeah.
No?
And that's times by 100. And will you get 10% more than it, less than it?
You get more than 10%.
Yeah, you get more than 10%. So yeah, basically 36 over 360 is 10%.
Yeah.
And so 40 over 360 is more than 10%. And so she is incorrect. Okay, find the area.
Do you do 3 times 5?
You could.
But then that doesn't find.
So it might help to do this, I don't know. And so the area is how many squares there are.
11.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you have
And it's in 10, isn't it?
10, yeah. Because you got 4 halves. So that's 10. So I think for these ones it helps to just draw in the squares. Okay, how do you find x?
Add the others.
Yeah.
And then. Then divide by 360.
Well, what will these four angles add up to?
Would they add up to 360?
Yeah. And so how could you use that? So you add up all the 3 angles and then?
And then take away from.
Yes. So you don't divide by 360, you minus it. 37 plus 128 plus 90. And you get your answer. That's fine. How about this one?
Do you do the 1080, then you divide by how many sides there are?
Yeah. How many sides are there?
8.
8, yeah. You just work that out. 1, whatever, it's 135, okay. So you have the right idea there. How would you do this one?
So you would do, if you went next to it, you do one up, then 2, then a diagonal up across.
Yeah, and just if this will let me do it, I just want to show you even just one example. So I'm just going to do the exact same shape again.
Okay.
And it goes like that. So it's a bit glitchy. Like that. And then I can also do the thing backwards. So that's technically, see what I mean? So that's the same shape, it's just pointing backwards this time.
Yeah.
And so this is like what a tessellation is, where they all just kind of fit together perfectly.
Okay.
And you just have to do it 8 times. And you could even do them back to back. So then from there, you could do them back to back.
Yeah.
Okay, any questions about that?
No.
Okay. And you just fit in 8 of them. So same idea, tessellate, so it's a bit like Tetris, just fit them together. Same idea. Same idea. Yeah. So it's a lot of them. You just practice it. Same idea. So there's a hexagon, so it's going to be a very easy one. Yeah. Okay, how do we do this?
So you have a base, don't you? So it's a square. Then you have
I don't think it's a square.
no rectangle. You
Yeah.
have 3 of them.
So we have a rectangle, yeah.
And then do you also put 2 more beside that?
Let's see. So that's. And then you said that there's 2 more rectangles.
Yeah. And then you put triangle
And where do the triangles go?
at the end, do they?
So the triangles, if this was to unfold, I'd put them like maybe here in the middle.
Yeah.
So when you fold it up, it goes like that. Okay, any questions there?
No.
So those just take a bit of doing. So how about this one?
You have a square
Yeah,
in the middle, and then you'd have triangles coming off every side.
well done. Yeah, okay. And so on. So this time they want you to do an accurate drawing of this cuboid in 3D. How would you do that?
Well, if they have 3, they've put 3 now.
Yeah.
So then it's 3 across, so then you go 2 up. But I don't know.
Yeah, you could do 2 up.
Do you go at a diagonal?
So diagonal would be in the same direction.
And then you do 3 across attached to that. And then
Yeah.
And then you do, from there, you go, from that bottom corner, you go 5
Yeah.
across.
5.
And then up 2.
Okay.
And then across and then across.
Okay. Yeah. And so that one's going to be 5. That one's going to be 5. And then you just join them up. That's it. Got it. This looks like the same idea, except it's a different type of paper on the isometric grid. Yeah, so it's the same idea, except they have the lines instead of just the dots. So that's just the same idea. Net. How would you draw a net for a cube?
You do. Do you do a line of 3?
It's not much space. Let's just do 2. Too long?
Yeah, so then you just do 2 long, and then you do. You have. Didn't you have them coming off each side?
Yes. So then you're
But
gonna.
then do you add 1 more on?
Yes, that's it. And
To
so.
go.
So you have a cube at each side, and then you just need 1 more. So they seem to have not given me very much room. But yeah, so each side has a cube, and then each side has a square coming off that square, and then one side has 2.
An extra 1.
Yeah, and if it'll let me. So something like that. Yeah. Okay. Square-based pyramid. We did it. Okay. Any idea about this one?
Well, there's a narrow square. There's two of them.
I don't think there's any squares.
No, rectangles.
Yeah. How many?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
So then you do. Do you do 6 of them?
Yeah. So you'll do 6 rectangles.
And then the hexagon off the. But this hexagon equals all of them.
So that you would then just do a hexagon off the middle one.
Okay. Yeah, and then when you add them. Yeah, okay.
And how many hexagons will there be?
2.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, and then so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the other one, same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I did my best. Yeah, and so it looks like it's always going to be in. The middle will always work. So technically they could be in a different spot, but the middle will always work.
Okay.
Any questions about that?
No.
Okay. Okay, how do we do this?
Does that mean you have to do the other part to it? Do you have to? Because that's like what it. Does that what it?
Yeah.
So what it would look like all together. The shape.
Well, that's 2 sides. You have to draw the plan. Any idea?
So that's the front, and then that's the side. So then there would be 2 sides like that.
Yeah.
Do you have to put it out like flat?
So you'll have to draw it flat, yeah.
So then do you start with your... Could you use that to... No. So then do you do a 1 by 3 by...
So what do these 2 rectangles have in common? Which lengths are the same?
The height's the same.
And what is the height?
3.
And so you would do a rectangle with the other 2 sides.
Okay.
So this one is 1, 2, 3, 4. So you would do a rectangle that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2. That's it. And so the reason why you do that is because those 2 rectangles have the height in common. So if this was a 3D shape, those 2 would go together. Like this side here would diagonally, so then it would be like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they both share the 3 side. That's what they both have in common.
Yeah, okay.
And so the other one would have what those 2 don't have in common. So it would be this one that is 6 and this one that is 4.
Okay.
And that's how it works. The plan is the roof. The side is the side, the front is the front, but the plan is the roof.
Okay.
So 4 by 6 rectangle. Okay, so same idea. They've given us the side and the front. We have to draw the plan. How do we do that?
So there's 3. So So the length on the side is the same as the height on the front.
Right.
So you would do 4 by a 4 by
So what do these have in common?
the sides both 4.
Yeah. And so the plan, what would be the dimensions for that?
4.
No, because if we go back, so for this one they both had 3 in common, and so that 3 is already taken up, and so our one is the other 2 sides.
Oh, so you want the 3 and the 6?
Yeah, so we do a 3 by 6 rectangle, and you just have to draw that, a 3 by 6 rectangle.
Oh.
And so you're eliminating the side that they have in common.
Okay.
And then this one. Oh, yes. Okay, how do we do this?
The solid shape. So you start with that square then?
Sure, yeah.
So is the view what it looks from the top?
From where the arrow is pointing, so it looks like it's from the from the front.
So that's what you only would see. So you would see the 3 boxes in a row,
Yeah.
and then you would see 1 box up from that, and then 1 box from the right. The middle one wouldn't have a box, but the other 2 would.
Yeah, that's it. Any questions about that?
No.
Okay, and just so you can see it for yourself, that's it. Yeah, so it's like a 2D version. You have to draw the plan of a pyramid. How would you do that?
Would you do its front and its side and its...
No. What would a pyramid look like from the top?
a triangle? No.
So
Let's be a point.
let's say it has a square base.
Yeah.
So it's going to look like that, and then the 4 points, because it's 2D, I think are going to look something like that. So all 4 will go to the middle. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, that's my best drawing. And so it would look like that. Yeah. Any questions there?
No.
Okay, and then the next one is circles and figuring stuff out. So that's good. Yeah, how did you find that, Emilia?
Good, thank you.
Yeah, so we're about halfway into, so we finished all of number, algebra, geometry, and we're now halfway into shape. And then once shape is done, then there's only data, and then you've done every 1 mark and 2 mark question. And so after that, you could just revise anything you wanted.
Okay.
Any questions for me in general?
No.
Okay, well done. You're doing great. I look forward to talking again next week. All right, have a good week. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Bye.
Bye.